Hey guys, welcome to Theater Skipping. Today we're reviewing Kingsman, The Secret Service, directed by Matthew Vaughn and starring Colin Firth, Taron Egerton, and Samuel L. Jackson. So this movie is pretty much a throwback to the old British spy genre. You know, something like the James Bonds, and it's a really good modern day style or take on that kind of style.
Yeah, I thought with Taron Egerton, I haven't really. This is like my first time seeing him on the big screen. I don't know if he's done anything else prior to this. Not anything blockbuster or anything
No.
like that. But he really held his own amongst the really great actors. I mean, you have a lot of
This
freaking
was
amazing
a
British actors.
packed cast.
Yeah, because we didn't mention it in the starring, but we also have Michael Caine, Jack Davenport's in it,
Mhm.
Mark Strong is in it. So a lot of really great people that I was like, wow, he's holding his own. It's really fantastic.
He didn't seem intimidated. You know, sometimes when you get this many big actors and then you have one newcomer, two things will either happen: either they raise up the actor, the newcomer,
I think that's
or
exactly
he
what
kind of
happened.
drowns. And
His
he
own.
would just Taron Egerton did an amazing job on fitting in with this incredible cast.
What I really liked about this film was that it wasn't like a complete satire comedy film. It has some comedy. It had its true serious moments.
hmm
Some real life. Not everything was kind of like blown out of proportion and super villain overtaking over the world and stuff like that. Eggsy, Taron Egerton's character has some real life struggles. With his mom and things like that being taken advantage of. So I thought that it brought some real heart to the film, and it made it a little bit more real.
hmm
The fighting styles, it's the best I've seen in a
Fight
long time
scenes.
in a film. They really combine, and Dustin said it really well, like a mix of what you saw in 300 with the ramping
hmm
and a little bit of like that Jackie Chan kung fu,
Yeah.
a little bit in there because they did
They
use
mix it also with a little bit of shaky cam. Shaky cam usually bugs the heck out of me because I think it's just lazy filmmaking. But with this, you kind of had the crisp, clear shots of what you needed to see, and then when they shifted to like another part of the fight or the other main frame that they wanted to shoot, they would kind of use the shaky cam. But it was just a brand new style, and they knew exactly how to get you to look right where they needed you to look, so you saw the action, you saw the consequences, and then you moved on to the next part. And even though there was a lot of death, a lot of violence,
a lot.
but yet it didn't go super over the top gruesome, where you
No.
saw
It wasn't like
massive,
Tarantino.
yeah,
It
where you
wasn't
saw
like
pools
Tarantino.
of blood on the ground.
Yeah.
It
Which
was
is great.
There were some parts where I really felt like I was like reading a comic book.
Yeah. Yeah, it really was. It made me want to be like a spy, and I was like, I want to go and do all this. And I have to also say the actress that played, she's like the assassin that helped Samuel Jackson, who is, by the way, the supervillain in this. I think Sophie Butella is her name. She's a dancer. She's like a B girl. Fantastic, really intimidating,
Mm-hmm.
still sexy, and she's got these blades for feet.
And I thought it was
So
great
cool.
how they even kind of followed that line of like the James Bond, to where all of like all of the henchmen were deformed in some way, but it added to their strength. You know, like you had Jaws. You know, his mouth was all steel. Even Odd Job. You know, he didn't talk. He was kind of stout, but it just adds to the character of these henchmen.
Yeah.
And it was just very well put together. There were a few moments that kind of jarred me a little with the flow and the pacing.
A little
but
bit.
Great performances. There's really good comedy. And honestly, when I first saw Samuel L. Jackson and he comes out and talks, he has a lisp. And I'm like, how are they going to sell this? This is hilarious.
Samuel Jackson pulled
And
it off,
he sold it and just committed to it and did a great job.
And I forgot to mention, Mark Hamill is also in this film. He was like, where was Mark Hamill? I was like, did you not see those Luke Skywalker eyes? How do you miss it? It's great. He played Professor Arnold, in case you guys saw the film and didn't find him. What I also appreciate, I don't know if I liked it, I appreciate it, is sometimes in films, especially like American, a lot of like American, maybe TV shows more so, they're really afraid to kill their big actors.
Mm-hmm.
In this film,
No
just
problem.
like Joss Whedon, not a problem killing some of the people that you don't expect. Where a couple of the big name ones, they were kind of off towards the beginning of the film, where I was like, well, we were like 10 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I appreciate that. It makes a point. And it also shows that they're not just relying on those big names to carry the film. They place their trust in someone else to do it. And I think that's really, really great. And it's worth mentioning.
Yeah. Overall, this is a definite go see.
Go see it.
If you
So
have
good.
any appreciation for all the old James Bond, but this one's a little bit more of a modern take on that style. It can stand completely on its own without having to be like, oh, we're a spoof of this kind of genre. But it's just very entertaining and a lot of fun, great action, great dialogue, and just has an amazing
The
cast.
stunts are just really, really great. I really enjoyed all the fight scenes.
And apparently most of the actors did like 80% of their
Yeah,
own
we
stunts.
heard that Colin Firth did like 80% of his stunts, which like the church scene was so impressive. So,
That
but why
church
wouldn't you
fight
want to
was
do your own
awesome.
stunts? I mean, think about it. Like, look how cool. I don't want to do my own stunts.
I'm a secret agent.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video and share it with all of your